Good evening, welcome everybody. Welcome to another round of cooking tea in ERL here tonight. We land at a Spa Francorchamps for the Belgium Grand Prix today. Just waiting for the first car to exit the pit. I think I see. Let's see who that was. I think it is Michiel. Let's follow him around on his warm-up lap. And I've just been told by one of the drivers that we could see some rain at the beginning of the race. So that could possibly be why it takes a little bit longer for people to leave the pit here to start their lap, as they're going to have to make a decision on their setup and strategy. What do they want to do? Are they going to compromise the race setup or some more stability in the race? Or just go for a dry setup and hope that the rain doesn't take too long? Yeah, they're already discussing that as well. So let's see what it will be. Pretty long outlap, of course, being one of the longer, if not the longest track on the calendar. But Michiel now entering the bus stop and ready to start his lap, taking a nice wide line to get onto the straight, take as much speed as he can, and onto La Source he goes. Bit of lock up on the right front there, but that's pretty normal in this game. Shouldn't hamper him too much. And now onto that Eau Rouge Rodillon section. That's so tricky, especially if the tyres aren't up to temperature. But he gets through nicely, takes a lot of speed. And we should see about 340 to 350 kilometers an hour here, depending on setup. He got to about 330. Bit of a glitch again on the curb there. Good to know it now rather than later on and be confused again like I was in Brazil. Tackles comes nicely, corner with no name. Nice use of the curb there. Pretty much all he could use, he got away with. This is always a tricky corner as well. This is one where I tend to lose the rear. Very fast track, of course. Another fast chicane here. Car seems to balance quite nicely. Steers in nicely without any under or oversteer so far. Of course, purple sectors, that's the privilege of being the first one setting the lap. And now on to Blanchimont, where potentially we'll see some overtakes, but you got to be very ballsy to do it around Blanchimont. But it is possible. Big braking zone into the bus stop, possibly a bit wide into the first bit there, but seems all right. Used all of his deploy, and the first lap is a 141, and the next one up. Where's the Aston Martin? Oh, puts a 142.6, and that's Porsche. And then it's onto the kicks. Is it? Oh no, no, he's going in the pits. So next one will be Stein, and he's invalidated. So next up is a Mercedes. Is it Vosdorp? No, then it's Iron Kid with a Haas followed. Iron Kid 145, he's not done much practice. He already said Perez with a 144.4. Next up, I never know which ones these are. Vitagoys, he's just starting a lap. And then, where's the other Red Bull? Here he is. He's just starting as well. So I think we stay with Vitagoys for now, as he's the next one to set a lap. Uses a lot of his ERS here on the straight. Got to about 335, I think. Trula comes. Looks pretty hooked up as well, the car there. So this drivers are chatting away about what to do with the rain and the setups. I think Vito Kois went for the full Red Bull experience there with Max Verstappen helmet as well, by the looks of it. Nice hooked entry there. And then onto that long straight that isn't quite straight, that brings you towards Blanchimont once more. A bit of traffic there, hopefully that gets out of his way or just floors it. Now the second Red Bull gets out of the way nicely, I think. Oh, and he misses his braking point. Doesn't invalidate, but that will definitely hamper his time a bit. Doesn't seem to be too strong a time anyway, and it's a... Where did he go? He just went into the pit. Not a clue what happened there. Let's follow Cavolis. He's on a lap here. Not a fast lap, and he goes into the pit. It's almost as if it is a bit wet, as a lot of people are struggling to keep it grippy. Let's see what Pina's gang does. I'm not sure if he's the next one to come over the finish line with a timed lap. Who's that? There he is. And no, he's not. So we go back to BNS, see what he does. Not many people have set a time so far. See you finish. We've missed with a 1:44.2. Vostok 43.4. Let's see what BNS does. 1:42.5. And I'm pretty sure Michiel has improved again while I wasn't following him with a 1:41.8. So Neil is on a lap. Onno's just out lap. Josko, he's about to cross the line. Through the bus stop he goes. What will it be? Bit of a slide there from the rear possibly. 1:43.2. Not perfect yet. Onno invalidated his lap. Hope he got enough fuel to go again, but given how long the lap is, that might hurt his tires a bit too much. But maybe just to get a banker in. I think the next one to set a timed lap is going to be Neil in the McLaren. And I know what happened with Vitor. I think he's actually got a Q band, so he didn't set the time, went into the pit and possibly didn't quite register that correctly. But what does Neil do? He puts a 1:44.1 on the board. Not too bad of a time. Onno, Vigo is next, I think. Who's that? There's only one Haas. He's not on a lap. Onno. Yeah, it will be Vigo next with a lap. Hopefully that wasn't too much of impeding there. And Nuno Pinto, our sort of resident guy in the chat, is here as well. Thank you for being here again. As Vigo puts a 42.0 on the board, closest to Michiel at the moment. And he makes room nicely for the Aston Martin of Porsche. Yeah, I know, Nuno, it's already pretty quick here. Let's see who's on a lap. Porsche is, oh, Perez is improving by 2 tenths. Is he next one? Niels seems to still be pushing. Yeah. Ilsko is not improving. Ports is improving by 3/10. That's pretty decent. And Viggo obviously just set a lap. So Ports and Perez at the moment I think we should keep our eyes on. Let's see who's further down the track. It's Perez I think. So let's stick with Perez. Let's see what he does coming around sector 2. 5/10s up, so that would bring him with a 1:43.9. And thus P8, if he improves a bit more, could be P7. But needs another half a second basically in the last sector. That might be a bit of a stretch. Unless he completely messed up his braking point into the bus stop before. Seems right this time around. What will it be? Deploy used 1:44.2, lost a bit in the end there, so P10 for now. And who did we say? Ports was improving. Seems a decent time. 1:41.9, very close there to Michiel. And let's actually put this to the leader. So 0.06, very close there to Michiel. Perez, if you're listening, Nuno Pinto saying you use too much ERS in sector 1 and 2. I've not really practiced Spa yet, so I don't know the details of it, but I'll believe your word for it, Nuno. Stein was slightly improving in the first sector. Let's see if he gets some more on the second sector. I don't know all the corner names, just the first bit really. 3/10s up almost, so I would give him one position, give him fourth. I saw some movement down the line, not sure who that was. See what finished invalidated. Oh, let's stay with Stein. He's coming over the finish now. A bit of a wobble coming on the straight and improves by 10.5, so lost a bit, but still gets the position and P4 for now. Airman, let's see, he's invalidated. Cavolis not on a fast lap it seems. See it finished invalidated as well, so it will be either Vosdorp or BNS, but Vosdorp is ahead, so he will be the first one, so let's stick with him. Trula saw some of the accident bit there, but that shouldn't hamper too much. Getting close to the wall and now getting ready again for that Eau Rouge ruddy on section. And he invalidates as he enters Eau Rouge there. What a shame. We can't really see what it would have been then. Who else did we say was going to be on the outlap? It's BNS. So let's stick with him. Hopefully we don't commentate the curse him as well. Takes the ball out with him, and maybe there was a bit of a commentator's curse there. Bit of wheel spin. Let's see if it can still make something of it. Luckily this is not too big a straight. Now all about getting through Eau Rouge as fast as you can without scrubbing off too much speed. Take as much momentum with you as you can to carry it all the way to the end on the long camel straight. And let's see what top speed he can get to and what sort of time it will be. Gained a little bit, and I think it got to just shy of 330 kilometers an hour there. I would do the miles per hour, but I'm not that quick tonight, so those of you that use the wrong system of measurement, you can do it yourself. Very close to the track limit there, but keeps it just within the white lines. through the fast left-hander downhill. Seems to be hooked up as well. Let's see if he improves a bit more throughout sector 2 then. 0.08 he was up. Let's see if that will be a bit more. Lost a little bit, but could still improve. And even the tiniest of improvement for him could bring him back into P4. Last outlaps starting now as we're getting closer towards the end of the session. And it will also mean that this will be the last lap BNS Kang does. And it's a 2/10 improvement with a 142.2, gives him that P4. Steiner's just decided to go for his outlap. Who's next over the line then? Josko goes out the way for somebody. Neil is on a lap. Purple sector 2 it says there, so let's stick with Neil, see what he's doing. I'm pretty sure if it's the bottom 10, if you're in there, you get purple sector for being fastest of those 10, but as he's P10, I don't think that's included, so I think that's a genuine second, best second sector there. Didn't quite see how much he was up, but let's see what he puts it over the line with. And it's a 43.0, very decent time now. 1 second improvement by Neil brings him into P6. Who else on the lap? Iron Kid, is he doing something? Not improving at the moment. Who else? Perez just started this lap by the looks of it. He didn't just finish, no, he's just starting. So let's stick with Perez. See if he listened to Nuno's advice. Perez is almost a 10.5 up, could gain him a few positions there. Just seeing somebody needs an invite, so let me sort that out. Apologies for the short interruption here. Let's see if he gets back. Qualifying is now done, I think then. Yeah, first people are getting the checkered flag. And then after Perez will go to Michiel and Porci, who's ahead and who gets the pole sorted here. What will Perez do? It will be a 6/10 improvement into P9. Port's invalidated, so he won't improve. What's Figo doing? He's up for it just shy, beats Ports to second place. Not enough to get pole. Will Michiel improve? He doesn't. Ports isn't going to improve. Neil isn't. Josko seems to be improving then. Not the best of exits there, but still a 3/10 improvement almost into P6. Neil's going very slow, and Iron Kid's invalidated and not going very fast either. So that will be our starting grid then. So, just to go through it then, will I have time? Probably. Michiel will start on pole, Vigo second, Port in third, BNS Gang in fourth, Stein in fifth, Josko in sixth, Neil in seventh, Vosdok in eighth, Seot finish in 9, Perez 10, 11 is Ammon, Cavolis 12th, and I didn't quite have the time. So we stick with Cavolis for this shot here while we wait for the timing screen to come up. So Cavolis in 12th, Arenkit in 13th, and no time set by Onodul and Vitor Gaze in 14 and 15. But those times at the top 3 positions, well within 1/10 of a second, very close battling there, and hopefully they can bring that up for the entire race as well. Good effort from those guys. 4th and 5th close as well, and then there's a bit of a gap. And let's see if that translates to the race as well, or if that's a setup choice by any chance. That will work out better for some than for others. And there we have it, nice, a rain as expected. Let's see if the guys say something about this rain. Nothing being mentioned yet. It's good to see Vittergees is back as well. I got a feeling people are saying that it might be rain all race. Not sure, I'll keep an eye on it. Nick, welcome, and good luck to you as well. Don't know if you're racing, if you're in. If you're not in, ask the Discord link, will get you sorted. Or if you're just a commentator, let me know, or not commentator, a fan, let me know who you're supporting, and we'll keep an eye on him as well. Guessing they're having a long think about their strategy for today. But here we go. 5 lights and away we go. Very slow start, of course. Who's got a better start? It seems to be Viggo, but Michiel's got the inside covered. And I see Inter's mostly. Perez is getting a bit of a bump there. Not sure what happened, but Michiel pulling a mighty gap there after La Source. And we see Onodul disqualified from the session. I got a feeling we know why that is. He's not racing then. Otherwise, everybody seems to have gotten through and off the line quite nicely. And then see it finish, changing positions there. And let's get all the details up now while everybody seems to have settled in so far. What is it we want? This is what we want, the intervals. Yeah, one stop Inter, but that's if the rain stays. Even suggesting possibly a no stopper there, which of course in the rain is possible. But let's see. Stein and Ports haven't swapped positions yet. I thought for a second they did, but now top 3 still going as they were. Slightly pulling away from Ports, but Stein and Ports obviously as well got back to the back of Michiel there, where we seem to have pulled away nicely already in La Source. And we got a bit of action here between BNS Gang and Viggo. I was going to say it's going to be brave enough already trying it around the outside of Blanchimont, but in the wet it's even ballsier, but he decided not to. Did we see some action there behind? Ooh, Josko going a bit deep there, but he takes the position there anyway from Vosdok. Very nice move around the outside of bus stop. And well, we see him Merck having a bit of a moment there. It's Iron Kid having a bit of an issue to get the grip down on the start-finish straight. Doesn't go into the wall, just loses a few positions, but that's not too bad. Everybody getting through Eau Rouge and Radion nicely once again. And Perez already with a 3-second time penalty. I'm guessing that will have been the exit of Radion there. very tricky as it is, and in the wet it's even worse. But 3 seconds on the start of the lap already is gonna be a possible issue. Let's see, Boards drop back a little bit from Stein there, but Stein still clinging on to Michiel. I'm guessing the game will be to keep it nice and clean until it possibly dries up. Nuno, I think you're normally engineering for one of the drivers here. If you've got a hand and you know what sort of weather changes we can expect, I'm more than happy to hear it. Perez not close enough to Airman there, but Vitagois from the same esport team lurking around Perez as well, trying to get the position. Kid on Provolis maybe, all too far away. So let's go back to the battle for the lead, with Stein just taking the fastest lap so far. Obviously helped by a bit of slipstream from Michiel on the straights. Dropping back a little bit through La Source, but that could be settled because we saw that on the first lap as well. Let's see if he gets something back throughout the rest of the lap. If that is a setup thing, hang on, we'll interrupt that as Vigo and BNS Gang are going for it. Who will come out on top here? It definitely brings up Josko back in the battle. Nice battling here by the two of them. And it's BNS eventually keeping that position. I think he started this battle in front. But really nice close battling there, wheel to wheel, giving each other as little room as possible, but still keeping it clean. That's what we like. But it did bring Josko back in on the gearbox of Vigo there. What else have we got? Caps are still pretty tight. Missed Vitagois going around Perez there, and also getting a 3-second time penalty. So that's both of them with a time penalty. As we see no moves. Let's go back to this battle for the lead. Alright, lap 11 is expected to be drying up. And then obviously it's tire choice and overcut and undercut. But that's good to know that lap 11 is where we expect to see it to start to dry up. A bit of correction there mid-corner from Stein, as Michiel now pulled a little bit of a gap, taking the fastest lap of the race in the previous lap. Porch dropping back, not quite able to keep up with them despite being close in quali there, and we see the Aston Martin. It wasn't Porch, was it? It was Porch going a bit wide there, and that will have cost him a track limit, I think. And that's a BNS can going in front of. No, sorry, it's Josko going around Vigo there. Is Vigo going to try and fight back? He's definitely looking around the inside, which means he will have the outside on the next corner. So you need to have it done here. That's tight. Keeps it within the lines. And will he now have the better exit, or will it be Josko? No, it's Vigo that takes the position around the outside. Very gutsy move there. But don't we love to see it? And BNS now on the back of a Porsche. Porsche is definitely slipping and sliding, having a bit of an issue there with his pace, despite his great qualifying pace. It doesn't seem to be able to translate that into the race. Could be lack of practice, or just lack of practice in the wet. Pulled away slightly here, so now the battle is coming to BNS again from Vigo. And Vosdok went for an overtake on Josko as well. Didn't see that. I do apologize. I try to see everything, but it's difficult on your own. And even with the two of us, it will be difficult sometimes. What have we got? Vitagoy's got Ammon and is now looking to go for see who had finished his teammates. Will there be team orders so he can pull away a little bit and clear his 3-second time penalty, or will see who had finished fight for it as well, as he's on the back of Neil, and I'm sure they're both eager to get past Neil there. However, Neil mentioned this before, as Vitagoys takes his teammate there. That looks to be straight up team swap there. But Neil is very good at defending, and he's nicknamed the Wall of Neil. And it's for a very, very good reason there. And let's see if Vitagoys can find a hole somewhere in this Chinese wall that is called Neil. He's all over the back of him. The issue is finding a gap to go around him. Yeah, and I think he's found it here. No, decides to stay behind for a moment. Really thought for a second there he was placing his car on the inside for the next few corners. For now, he's deciding to stick behind. As apparently it's already drying up now. Thanks, Nuno, for the live update. You can see that better on board with one of the drivers than I can here in the TV cam. I could go here. Yeah, it does seem to be drying up. It's not a nice camera though, so let's go back to TV cam and let's see if Vitagoys... Oh, he's going in for the stop. He's going for the undercut for the dry tires. And there's more as well. Stein has gone. Was that gone as well? No, so Stein... Let's get the tires up. Let's see what everybody's going for, because this will be the important one. Hard tires, BNS Gang on the mediums. He's the odd one out at the moment. Yeah, these tires are going to struggle a little bit. Was that an end plate from somebody flying off there? It could have been Michiel's. Yeah, I think he's got right side end plate damage. He does. And that's a long, long race now to go for him with an end plate missing. Coming back right in traffic, and that's a bit unfortunate for him. Oh, and Stein and Michiel collide. Michiel lacking a bit of grip there with his front wing damage at the moment. Collided into Stein. I don't think it's done any damage to Stein for as far as I can see. But that should be... Ooh! Corner cutting for Stein for gaining a position as well. That happened just before. I think he had a bit of a moment. Stein, if you're listening, if you think it's removable or if you think it's correct or incorrect, you can report it and we can have a look at it. As the corner was cut, I can totally see the shoe is not removing that one, but that's not up to me. Stein now the front runner on dry tires, and all the intermediate guys definitely seem to be slower. So I expect we see another round of pit stops here as Stein tries around the inside at Blanchimont. There's a bit of a moment there with Ammon, and he will not be happy. Now looking around the outside for Seat finish in the bus stop, but Seat finish obviously wants the right side of track to go into the pit. And we see Josko, Vosdorp and Neil all pitting. And let's see what tires they are choosing. I see mediums, hards as well, so again a combination. See where Michiel, yeah, Michiel's in again. Hard break for him in the lead, and now dropping right back. Going for the mediums now. Not sure if it's too early for the mediums. I don't know how long they last. As I said, I haven't done any Spa practice yet recently. So I don't know what the status of the tires is here. But Stein now with a bit of a gap. Cavolis still needs to pit, so a comfortable gap of about 2.5 seconds, just over to BNS Gang there. But he obviously has that 10-second penalty hanging over him. But BNS has a penalty as well, 3 seconds, so that could help Stein later on. But then behind it's Vigo Porch on an overtake on Josko there in, was that corner with no name? I think it was. Josko Ryan behind. The Hearts obviously taking a bit longer to get up to temperature, but they will last longer. And I'd say most likely the Hearts will make it to the end. I'm not too sure about the mediums, but we will find out. Full stop there on mediums. Vitagois, Michiel, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That's for track limit. Let's get rid of the tires again. It's a mix of all sorts, but it's taking up too much of my space. A lot of position changes here. It's Vitagois having an issue. He's back, he's not disconnected, just had a bit of a moment, I assume. Stein, obviously now with this fastest lap of the race as BNS gang takes over, and we see Cavolis dropping back, and that's for going into the pit. He's the last one to go into the dry tyres. What will it be for him? He goes for the Hearts as well, goes a bit conservative there, being as one of the last ones to pit. He could have possibly been in the best position to go for the mediums, but they will know better than I do what's the best tyre choice here. Where's the gap? Vigo here. Vigo going for a move on Porch, and he does. Obviously DRS is enabled now. Josko had a look as well, but doesn't quite get it. So for now it's Vigo followed by Porch and then Josko. Further back it's Perez on the back of Neil. Doesn't quite get him yet. Well, we've got a train there as well with Neil, Perez, Michiel and Amon. They're all about to find out the defense mechanism that is Neil. Although with the big long camel straight, as Michiel there completely goes on the inside of Perez there, I did not expect that one. But yeah, with the DRS it should be a little bit easier on that long straight, camel straight to get Neil. As he goes a bit wide there, that will be the track limit, I'd say. Will it bring Michiel into position? Not quite, even though he's got the faster tyre. Perez had to take a bit of avoiding action there. But all good so far. Let's see if Michiel maybe already gets him here. He seems to be going for it. He seems to be going for it around the outside of Blanchimont. Let's go on board with Michiel. No, he's stuck behind. Is he going for it around the outside of bus stop? He is trying. He's inside there, but he will have the worst exit of the two. As you can see, struggling with grip, and he goes into the wall but without damage, but he's losing 2 positions, maybe 3, and that's his round of attack over for now. And Neil still in the lead of this pack. BNS gang set the fastest lap, and Forge overtook Vigo again. These 3 are fighting all the time as well. Go back to Airman. He seems to be looking at Perez there, and he gets it done. Will he get very late on the brakes there? Bit of a touche there for Michiel with Airman, and he's ruining his own race there. Not much Airman could have done. And 3 wide into this corner. That's very ballsy. Bit of scrubbing and wheel touching. Neil had a bit of a moment. Had some very tight battling there, and I think Michiel's got both end plates missing now. And I got a feeling we'll see him in the back in the pits again very shortly. Possibly a bit of frustration there from the drivers as Vigo regains the position on Porch. Shame I missed that, as that was around Blanchimont, I think. Nice through view from Josko on this battle in front of him. But let's go to Perez. Is he going for a move on Neil? No, he stays behind. Will Michiel go into pit? No, he decides to give it a go without any wing end plates and see if it works. Luckily, Spa is a bit of a low downforce track, lower than others for sure. So maybe he can get away with it. Now it's dried up as well. He will have room in the corner sections, but possibly help a little bit on the straights. Now he's definitely pulling away from Neil. Let's see. Yes, that's Perez going up the inside of Neil. A bit of a touch, and they all come together. And Ammon getting off worse there with a bit of wing end plate damage. And Perez not in front of Neil, and in fact Cavolis sneaked in front of Perez there, taking advantage of the two cars battling. Porsche bit of a slide as I swapped to him, and that opens the door for Josko. He cuts right in front of him, but will Josko still get the position done? I think he might do, going around the inside of Blanchimont here, and that's Josko ahead of Porsche. Cavolis on Neil then. Let's see if he can do something, but I think he's too far away from now. Fastest lap being tightened once more, 48.2 at the moment. Track is definitely drying up, tyres getting into grip and temperature. And Perez is really keen to get through, but he can't at the moment, being stuck behind Cavolis and Neil. Really nice helmet from Cavolis there, a good shot at it. Really like the design. I know there's not a lot we can do on PlayStation for helmet designs, but you've done well there. And let's see what's going to happen here. Let's go to Cavolis. Looks like he's all over the back of Neil, and now with the DRS and a long straight, as we got an Iron Kit retirement and a safety car, so no overtake from Cavolis. With 11 laps to go, I'd say that everybody onto the mediums, and Michiel's strategy possibly repair there the damage he had. If everybody goes to the mediums now, including himself, he can repair the damage and go for another charge once more to get back up to the front. Iron Kit, I can invite you to the party if you want, and you can join me on comms. Let's see if he's up for that. He can tell ourselves what happened. Yeah, he says yes, let's invite him to the party then. Let's get a party going first. There he is. Alright. Sorry for the short interruption in the broadcast service, but it's to get Iron Kid in. Iron Kid, how you doing, man? What exactly happened? Yeah, I saw you sliding just on the two right-hand corners before Blanchimont. I thought your tires might be overheating there, but yeah. Hang on, I can't hear you apparently. Not sure if that... No, somebody is responding that can't hear you. I don't know if that's at all or just too soft. You know, could you tell me if it's just too soft or you don't hear him at all? Yeah, my phone battery is empty, so I can't really check anymore. But maybe you can check the stream, see if you hear yourself. Anyhow, you mixed up the race nicely there. No, if you can or can't? You can't. All right. I think I don't think I've selected that I don't want you in. Were you on comms yesterday? Oh yes. So it's not you. You're saying. Oh, that's not very nice. Uh, I yeah, we're ready for next year's game, really. Or well, this year's game now. Um, I think it might be because I started alone without a party, and it didn't ask me if I wanted to. Oh, he can hear you, but very softly. Could you turn your mic up a little bit? See if that's sorting it. We've got a lot of technical issues. I don't know. You tell me if it's better. Josko, is it allowed to overtake like that under the safety car? I didn't see anybody overtaking under the safety car, but I wasn't really paying attention trying to get you in. So, Josko, if you're listening and something like that happens, put it in the reports and we can see what happened there. Nuno saying it's still not better apparently. Ports overtake on the safety car. Well, put it in reports. We'll have a look at it and see what we can do. I'll see. Where's the volume control that I'm looking for?
My volume is very high. It's the maximum.
Have you got the hiccups?
Yep. See the start of the race.
Yeah, that's cool. Nuno. Stewards will have a look at it. No, the overtaking on the safety car. I know there's a control for it somewhere. I just can't find it, and I don't want to miss the restart. Do you know where it is, as the host? To change the volume of those in chat.
No, I don't think so.
No. I don't know either. And I think we'll have a safety car restart this lap. So I'll just talk as if you're not there. And if you could just point me in towards any action that I'm missing, I'll try and pick it up that way. Yeah, kind of. No, it's not in Discord, no, it's just in a PlayStation party. Maybe that's what we're hearing on stream, but not your actual voice input. Because I started the stream without a party, it might have elected not to allow any others to be in the stream. I don't know. Let's see how BNS Gang is going to do this restart. Safety car going into the pit right now. Also, Kid, if you're not feeling too well, you're okay to leave as well, as we're not hearing you on stream anyway. It's always nice when the tech leaves you hanging. And yeah, BNS Gang restarted the race at the exit of the bus stop, and Stein wasn't sleeping. Bit of a lock up there, causing him a bit of understeer and not ready for the attack just now. Opens up Vigo a little bit to get closer to Stein. And if they both take Eau Rouge nicely, that could be Vigo in front of Stein towards the end of the Camel Straight here. Yeah, he is. That's better corner for Stein than through Rouge and Radion. To defend his position, Josko, hope he will keep it nice and clean after the frustration from Ports, possibly overtaken on the safety car. I can, yeah, Michiel, yeah. Ni- Nice, well done by him, overtaking Kavos there, out of shot as I was looking further ahead. But now Michiel is back behind Neil again, and he's had a few battles with him already. That cost him a few wing end plates. Let's see. Yeah, you know how good Neil is at defending. Um, the Great Wall of Neil, yeah, exactly. And today is no exception. And Michiel is finding out massively how difficult Neil is to overtake. And uh, he's definitely looking down the inside. I think that, yeah, that's done. Oh, bit. It's deep, but he got it done. Kept it within the track. Now has a moment on the exit. Will this bring Neil back? Do we see a Neil attack into La Source? No, we do not. It's a soft tire advantage for Michiel there with just outright pace advantage as well. And that's him in front of Neil now. Porter and Josko, I think this is going to be an attack here. DRS should be open. There it is. And that's Josko in front of Ports. And Ports ducks. See you at finish on Vosdorp. I missed that, but thank you. And Stein now for the lead. I missed that as well. But Stein in the lead, PNS in second, and Viggo in third. Viggo, so far so good. Hope I don't commentate as curse him, but he's the one without penalties, so that could definitely play into his advantage at the end of this race if he keeps it like that. Port still behind. Michiel is on the back of Vosdorp. Is he going for a move here? Yes. Oh, very aggressive there. That's frustration right there, I think. Or just a lock-up, maybe a bit too eager on the brakes. Yeah, I would say it's frustration. His race got a bit undone when he went to the hard tyres into Le Combs. And had a bit of a moment. Stein was there, cost him a wing end plate, pitted, got behind Neil, and then that's where he is now. Well, in front of Neil again, but yeah, frustrating race for him for sure. Don't quite think that was the solution to that frustration though. Yeah, I think Eddie braked a little bit early. He still would have had the move done. Still would have had an end plate and wouldn't have sent wherever it was it Cavolis? Into the gravel, or Vosdorp it was, I think, maybe. Don't know. Viggo going for a move, yeah. Yeah, got it done before the braking point of Lecomte. Nicely done there. Even though he'll take it at the end if he keeps it without track limits, I'm sure he wants it on track anyway. These guys have been battling all season long. And there's a bit of ego involved as well, of course, if you finish ahead of track rather than just by penalties. You would be exactly the same kid. Vitagois, he's been behind Neil before today as well. Can he do something? Not at the moment. Michiel against Ports. Could definitely happen this race. That's going to be interesting for sure. Stein, Viggo took him. Viggo, and yeah, wide into the bus stop. And ooh, bit of contact between Stein and BNS. Is this going to be 3 wide into La Source? Yeah. all of a sudden we got a five car battle for the lead. It's Stein, Vigo, PNS, Josko and Ports all there. Some with penalties, some don't. So the standing could be all mixed up. Yeah, and Vigo taking the lead there with DRS. Stein possibly dropping back another position. Keeps it, just misses the back of Vigo there. That was really close. And yeah, Vigo leading, Stein in second now, BNS in third, Josko lurking around in fourth, and Ports in fifth. And Josko without penalties could all of a sudden be promoted up to second place at the end of this race. Yeah, very true. Although, yeah, he's not got a penalty. No, maybe a little bit too much. Let's put it on leader. Yeah, well, 3.8 seconds from the leader and dropping back. But we've seen a few. Yeah, we've seen a few moves up the inside of Blanchimont there today, and Porch does it as well. Josko, yeah, was looking to get him back in the bus step, but doesn't quite get it done. But again, for Josko, if he just stays behind him, he'll still get the position. I'll go back to interval because I don't like that leader thing. It's just easy to see where finish would be after the penalties. I think he's a little bit too far away to take second place at the moment. It's going to be tight though. Josko move again on Porch with DRS there. They did drop back from that fight at the front. Stein in the lead again. These three, yeah, they've been at it all race really. In the beginning, BNS wasn't really there, but the Pride definitely seemed to have made the race come his way, and he's right there now. He had a look. Sometimes the camera is really rubbish you get. Is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And now the outside again. Is he trying an undercut? He tried an undercut, doesn't quite get it done. Or a switchback is what I meant. You know what I meant. Oh, BNS gets another 3-second time penalty. Oh, that will. Yeah, that will definitely be out of podium. Perez, another 3-second time penalty, and Vigo taking the lead there before the inside of Blanchimont and bringing Stein out of position, and BNS now having a look as well. Is he going for a move on the... It's crazy. I can't even get... Yeah, BNS now in the lead as Vigo backs out. Obviously for Vigo, all he needs to do is stay there. That's Josko going for a move now. And now Josko is in front of Vigo. And 3 wide through Oros. Oh. Josko backed out, so he's the sensible one there. Bit of a touch between Vigo and Stein, but they trust each other, I suppose. And Vigo with the better exit through a Rouge Rodillon. Oh, and that's a late defensive move by BNS. 3-car drama there with a very late defensive move from BNS, and what a return to track as well from BNS and Stein there. That's not the cleanest. Yeah, Josko was the right position all along. That was tough. 10 seconds for Stein. I think he got forced a bit. Yeah, I think he got forced a bit to go around cutting the corner there. Yeah, I think he will. Yeah, I don't want to speculate, but I got a feeling I know the outcome of that one. But again, he will definitely be second. He will definitely be second, but he wants to go back in front of Porter and Stein, so he can fight for the lead with Josko. Josko driving very cleverly there. and taking the lead there, and I think that's possibly the win for him, because I don't see Vigo getting around them too in 3 laps time, and also overtaking Josko on track. So it's, yeah, Michiel still in 7th, coming on to the back of CEO at finish now. And let's see if he can get around this Red Bull here. CEO at finish will also have DRS. And he's having a look, on a, yeah, he gets it done very deep, got the corner a little bit, could possibly be track limits or even more. But he's in front of the CEO at finish now. The 7th, 10th away from BNS, so he's getting back towards this fight for the lead as well. But I don't see him getting towards, well, overtaking another 5 drivers effectively. So no, that's a bit too much, even though he drives a tad frustrated. Ports, yeah, Ports tried to go. Oh, Vigo is in the wall. Yeah, and he's got a lot of wing damage. Yeah, I don't know. Was it on its own? I couldn't quite see it. It's such a tricky corner there. If you get it slightly wrong, it's very easy to lose the back end. I've done it multiple times. And I know that doesn't say much because I lose it all the time, but BNS, is it BNS? No, it's Porsche getting the position for P3 now. Calma. No. Ooh, a bit more contact there. That was Porsche and BNS. Porsche trying it on in the inside of La Source. And a bit of contact at the exit there. I think that was Porsche mainly losing it. Michiel. Yeah. Yeah. But Michiel's got time penalties as well, so he will not go up as far as you think. Being all right. Okay, how much has Stein got? I can have a look at that. Penalties. Stein has got 13. Well, 10 could possibly be. Well, those 10 are going to be in the steward's room. Let's put it like that. So yeah, at the Vitagois, if I pronounce that correctly, it's Portuguese, so it might be wrong the way I pronounce it. It's been intense already. We're only, oh, that's Josko losing it. Josko lost it a bit. Was it? Yeah. But Michiel in 2nd place at the moment. Yeah, it is the last lap, I know. What a crazy race. As it stands, the purple sector is yet to drive here. That's coming Monday. It's slightly staggered the way we got the calendar now. So us guys from Purple Sector can practice in here for our race the next Monday and bring attendance up a bit here as well. But have we got any on-track overtakes going on? Stein getting another 3 seconds. That's him definitely out of contention even after he gets the 10 seconds removed. Michiel. What? One thing's for sure, whatever way they come over the finish line is not what's going to be the absolute standing, and even the standings we see at the end of the race might not be the standings we'll see in the score reports later on. But it's BNS taking it over the line first. Michiel, well, as I said, it's all changing. So Josko takes the win. Michiel in second. Siot finish in third. BNS Gang in fourth. Vigo takes fifth. Cavolis sixth. Vitagoy 7th, Ammon 8th, Porch 9, Neil 10, 11th is for Perez, Stein, unfortunately P12, and we're waiting for Vosdorg, who will be P13. Yeah. Nobody listens to Iron Kid. Yeah, Nuno, your boy won. Congratulations to Josko. Well done to him. Cleanest in terms of track limits and the cleverest in terms of the battles he fought. I think go there. Good result for the AlphaTauri, Visa Cash App, Toro Rosso, whatever you want to call him. I don't like the new names. Racing Bulls. Yeah, that's what it is now, isn't it? I can't keep up. They track. They change names faster than I change bloody underwear. I know. So, yeah, we went through it. DNFs for yourself, Iron Kids, and Ono, and Vosdorg with the fastest lap with a 1:44.1. A lot of time penalties, and I got a feeling that some penalties might be applied post-race as well, but that's up for the stewards and whatever is being reported by the drivers. Very exciting race. Wouldn't honestly know who to pick for driver of the day, but possibly Josko, being the one, yeah, just by smart track position, staying out of trouble. Pretty faultless race, really. He wasn't the fastest, but as his engineer said, he's not fast, but he's smart. He listens to his engineer. No, you don't have to be fast. Races are not won in the first corner or just by being fast. Consistency plays a part as well. And I think Josko was the most consistent one today. Yeah, that was round 10 for cooking tier. Next week, my phone dropped that. So if you could tell me what the race is next week for cooking tier.
Yep, I can tell you. It's Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi next week?
Yep.
Yes, and then
Close with my best track of all time.
the track where you can't hit any balls. Except when you're pushed by your teammate.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Abu Dhabi next week for cooking tier.
Sprint race.
Yeah, sprint race. So that will be short qualifying, sprint race, and then a normal race. Yeah. First, though, we're going to Le Mans for the weekend for GT7. They've got 3 races there: a sprint race on Saturday and the 2 main races on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. And then we race with Purple Sector tier in Spa ourselves on Monday. That's it, I think. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you over the weekend or next week or whenever. Thank you very much for watching again.